this yesterday. This is the OPZ, it's called?
Correct.
And can you tell me exactly what it is and what it does?
Sure. So this is a new synthesizer that we're building, early in development currently. We've been working on it for about 4 months. It has a lot of the synth engine from the OP1. Some stuff removed, some stuff added, but this is much more focusing on sequencing.
Okay.
So
is it a 16-track sequencer?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So it has 16 steps, but it also has 16 tracks that you can sequence individually. So the bottom 8 are instrumental, so it's drums and bass, solo, arpeggio and chord, and then there are 4 effect tracks that you can sequence as well, and then 4 external tracks. So each of these tracks can be controlled like this. You punch in notes, you can set the parameters of that, you can record the parameters over these 16 steps.
So the 4 knobs are 4 different parameters for each sequencer or instrument? Kind
Correct.
of like the OP1?
Yeah, it actually has 4 plus 4, so when I hold shift, I get 4 more parameters. Up here I can control like panning, because it's a stereo synthesizer. I can control the volume and the effect sense. We have some pretty funny sequencing features in here, so you can see the bass track here running. It's actually pulsing on the first step. So we did that by adding a component to it. So it has a pulse component that tells it to repeat that step 4 times. And we also add a ramp to that, so that ramps up when we play it. And has some ran to it as well as a glide. And it also switches direction every time it hits it. So that way we create really funky sequences where the other tracks still run at 16 steps, but this one runs at 5. So it's gonna start offsetting towards the other tracks, and you get new permutations of your sequences as you go.
Oh, wow.
And if you do that to a number of tracks, you're basically gonna be into hearing endless new music as you go.
Generative music at that point.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And you can do that on some of your tracks and be more structured on the others to build a song, but to have that maybe like an overlay to just get an organic feel to your music.
So it's 16 tracks altogether. 4 of those tracks are for the effects.
Yes.
4 for external instruments.
Yeah.
And then so that would leave 8. Is that right?
Correct.
8 tracks internally.
Yep.
So what are the internal instruments in it?
It's a kick, snare, hi-hat, sampler. So all of these has a number of different sounds. You pick the kick you like the best and you punch that in. Same with the snare and the hi-hat. The sampler is more, sampled sound effects that we have a range of.
Yeah.
And then I believe I mentioned we have the bass, the lead, the arpeggio, and the chord. Chord is polyphonic.
Okay.
We have like a basic interface for the synthesizer, so you can see what's going on inside the machine. So when I change track, I can see that. I can see my parameters, the different logs. I can get an overview of all my tracks running.
Oh, wow.
I got a mixer view, so I can solo mute the different tracks.
That's amazing.
I can see like the step components I mentioned earlier. I can see like what I got going on there.
Oh yeah, this is sort of like the routing on the OP1.
Yeah, a little bit like that, yeah. On top of that, we also have a few different graphical, we call them worlds, a bit of gaming term. So we have 3D graphics running, responding to the music that you've created. So in this one is pretty sparse in how it reacts, but the lamp blinks to the kick of the music. The guy dances to the tempo of the music. You can switch cameras, and all this can be sequenced as well. So I can sequence the camera changes. Yeah. essentially making a music video to your music, right?
Great, yeah.
And we have one that's a bit more procedural. This one is actually done by a guy called Kijiro Takahashi that's been working with us to do this stuff. Really happy about that. So on this one I can kind of change colors. I can record this as well. So this can be sequenced too. I can.
Oh, interesting.
I can replace.
So it's generative video.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's amazing.
I mean, yeah, it's actually running through a game engine on the device that you're connected to.
Very neat.
Yeah.
Oh, this is such a cool idea.
Yeah, thank you.
And what is the price of this going to be?
We don't want to disclose that at this point.
Okay.
It's going to be cheaper than the OP1, can tell you that much. More expensive than the pocket operators, obviously. But, you know, put it somewhere there in between.
All right, I can make a good guess with that.
Yeah.
And is there a release date scheduled or still in development?
Still in development, and we have an idea when we want it to ship. We don't want to commit to that date just yet.
Maybe by the end of the year? In time for Christmas for me?
Be a great Christmas gift.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, we can't commit to that at this point. It's too early.
Yeah. Well, it's beautiful, man.
Welcome to Dubspot. We believe in providing you hands-on experience right away. Whether you're completely new to music and want to turn the sounds in your head into a musical reality, or you're an experienced artist looking to refine your skills and add new tools to your arsenal, we're ready to meet you at your level. For students of all ages, all levels, and all styles of music, Dubspot is here to help you achieve your goals. With course offerings both online wherever you are and at our school in the heart of New York City, we are ready to guide you through the next phase of your musical transformation. Whether you want to produce music, DJ, or do both, you've come to the right place. Come explore Dubspot for yourself. Become a part of our community and make music.